Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads and another Cards to the Universe and Everything video. We have put together a super damage deck. This is the Arthropleura, I think that's how you say it, damage league deck based around this little fella. Excuse me, he is a palo bug. There he is, put him up on the big screen. And here is the cool deck that we've done. It is really kind of to do as much damage and pain to your opponent as possible whilst making sure we get a few good points. So we have started off with a 0 for 1 epic fusion card, the power of 0. On the draw, your opponent's card in hand with 50 or more base power lose minus 49 and cost -1 energy for 2 turns. So with all the power around this week, I thought that's a really cool card to put in this damage deck. Number 1313, not a game yet, maybe in a minute. Okay, the next card up in this cool deck is Viperfish, another cool card, 749, a limited epic this one. And on the play, an opponent's random card in hand loses -100 for 2 turns. Pretty useful. The only downside on this one is it doesn't have to be one of the 3 cards he's played. It can be one of his cards in his hand. But this one is just as good, or if not better. It is Longsword, and we're really going to put some damage on our opponent with this one, because when we play Longsword, as long as you play him in the middle, between any 2 cards, your opponent loses 100 power this turn. And on the return, your weapons of choice, which the Longsword is, wherever they are, cost +4 until played. So he will get quite expensive to play, but energy is quite good this week. And maximum damage -100, so that's pretty good. Keeping up the pain for our opponent. I should have called this a pain deck, really. I've included Bobby Worm. Now I know he's going to hit a few of our cards, but he's also going to hit a few, or hopefully all of our opponent's cards. But Bobby Worm, one of the best cards in the game for sure. He is a limited legendary, and on the return, all cards wherever they are with 50 or more base power lose -25 until played. He is absolutely fantastic. So high energy weeks, hopefully everybody's got cards with 50 or more, and we are going to do some serious damage to our opponent. And then another card that's going to put a little bit of pain is the koala, that cute little bear there. Cute little koala. He's not a bear, is he? 4 for 29, another limited legendary. And on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose -20 this turn. So awesome. Love that little koala, and he fits into this painful damage deck really well. And then a hold card, I've got Iron Maiden. On the start, a random card in hand loses, or opponent's random card I should say, in hand loses -25 this round, and a random card in your hand gains +15 this round. That's on the start of every turn. Absolutely awesome. And if we do need a bit of power on the return, for every completed round this game, you're going to gain 1 energy. So that's the Iron Maiden. My plan with him is just to hold him as long as I can. And then there we go, we've got the next card up to give us a bit of power, because we do need to win, so we do need to get a few points. I have gone with Androconius II Paleologos. I think that's got it right nearly. On the play, your cards in hand gain +21 for 9 turns. Absolutely fantastic, that one. And then on the draw, if it's after round 3, so not on round 3, after round 3, your cards wherever they are lose 10 permanently. So I can live with that, because he's going to give us some super power and hopefully help us win a couple of the rounds as we go through the game. Another all-time classic, Pika. Your opponent's cards in hand lose -7 power permanently, and this card gains +35 power permanently. So a little bit of both there. We're going to do a bit of damage, and hopefully we can build Pika up to become quite a powerful card towards the end of the game. Here's another limited legendary. We've got a few limited legendaries in this deck, but as I said, it is a super cool deck for you and a horrible deck for your opponent to play against. Charles Ponzai, another card to give us a bit of power. Your cards in hand gain +50 this turn. Excuse me. And on the start, your cards in hand lose -10 until played. I think everybody knows Charles, probably one of the best cards in the game. And another card coming up that's going to give our opponent more pain is the Chrono Photographic Gun. On the player, the card opposite this loses -100 this turn. That's cool. And there we go, another Palo card, the Ankylosaurus. What a cool card this is. 9 for 85, so he's going to get hit by our own Bobbit, I don't really care about that because on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 15 at this round. So if we can get him out at the beginning of the round, that would be absolutely awesome. That's the Ankylosaurus. Great card for a damage deck. And then moving on, our next card in this deck is the Flying Dutchman. He is a mythic card, and if we are losing, then we will use this card because if you're losing the round, your cards in hand gain plus 48 this turn, and if you're winning the round, your plundering pirates cards wherever they are gain plus 36 for 2 turns. And then another card, I'm not really sure about this card, but he's been quite handy in some of the decks. So this is Hippocrates. I think it's one of those. 3 for 0, so he's a throwaway card. Let's try and use him when we're in the lead because on the play we're going to lose minus 80 this turn, but on the return you're going to gain 140 next turn. So for sure we're going to lose a couple of rounds, and if we can play him at the end of one of the rounds we're going to lose, then that's going to give us a nice head start going into the next round. So that's why I've included him, but let's see how he does. And then the Yellow Jacket, another cool damage card. On the start, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 5 until played. And on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 24 this turn. Absolutely awesome card, the Yellow Jacket. And then I've gone with the World Turtle because we got 4, 4 and 4. If you have a look, we do have 4 Life on Lands, 4 History and 4 Science cards. So that World Turtle there is going to give us a nice boost on all of those cards. Quite a cool card, the World Turtle. Don't see him around so much anymore. But as I said, each of those 4, 4 and 4 are going to get 14 extra until played. And then here he is, the guy we built the deck around, or the bug we built the deck around, I should say, Arthropleura. He kind of gave us the inspiration to create a really evil damage deck. So there we go. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand with 45 or more base power lose minus 30 this turn and next. So that's pretty good. And another card I really like that you don't see very often, the Sydney Opera House. Again, great, a little bit of damage. On the play, your cards in hand gain plus 10 and your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 10 this turn. So really, we have got a really powerful card there, throwaway card, 3 for 12, that's the Sydney Opera House. And then the final card in the deck, good old Hammerhead Shark. And again, this is another card that's going to get hit by Bobbit, but like I said, I don't really mind too much. And on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 10 permanently. So that is the Hammerhead Shark. So that is my damage deck, or my new damage deck. Let's have a quick look at the deck stats so I can show you. We have got 14 legendaries, 3 epics and 1 mythic, and the only mythic is the Flying Dutchman, and you can easily swap him out for anything else that you fancy really, but it needs to be an ocean and sea card. And as I said, because we're going for the World Turtle mix, which is 4, 4, 4 and 4, we've got 4 oceans and seas, 4 life on land, 4 history and 4 science cards. So that's the deck stats. Not too bad, I don't think. Anyhow, the whole point of this deck is to put as much pain and evilness on our opponent as possible. Don't think it's quite as evil as the evil deck that I did last week or the week before. Do check out that video because that deck is absolutely horrible if you're playing against. But this one should be a bit of fun to play. Let's see if it's any good though. So let's check. There we go. That's the right deck. And let's go and search for an opponent. We're rank 1 dragon. We got a couple of shields still. And who will we be playing? That's the question. As I said, the whole point of this deck really is I put in as many damage cards as I could and kind of mixed it in with a few good solid point gaining cards such as Charles and the Flying Dutchman if we're behind. So quite a good mix of cards I think. We are playing Princess Kate 23. Hello, Princess. Hello, Princess. Let's see how we do. Okay, we got a nice little start there, a nice little buff. 216. Oh, they got Hemmerdale. Okay, that's not too bad. We did a bit of damage there with the koala. We got a nice little lead, but they're going to get some big buffs there from that Hemmerdale card. The 162. Oh, let's see what the power of 0 does. Keep an eye on that one. Oh no, don't disconnect, Princess. Come on, Princess. Are we going to lose this game and go into another game, or will it reconnect? No, they're drawing cards. That's good. Oh, we hit 3 cards with the power of 0. That's not too bad. Let's get that one back round again. Photographic gun in the middle and the Sydney Opera House 109, but a bit of damage on that card. They must have Door to Hell. They're burning away there. Like, yeah. Oh, and Test Judo formation. Nice deck you got, Princess K. I'm sorry that I'm going to absolutely destroy it. I don't know if we're going to win or not. I'm going to keep that Hammerhead Shark there because the Shark Arena's next. So we'll get a little bit of a boost with Hammerhead. Oh, there's Bobbit. Let's get him round. And Ankylosaurus. That's great. Really, I wanted to hold Yellow Jacket and Iron Maiden, both of them. But what do you think? We're only 44 in the lead. Let's use Yellow Jacket. The 241 points plus the 44. Oh, wow. That was quite close, actually. But our damage cards doing their job there. Wow, look at that energy cost as well. Ooh. And another minus 25. That's great. Well done, Bobbit. Okay, Bobbit absolutely destroyed her cards there. Sorry, Princess. So now we're into the Shark. We can play out with that Hammerhead Shark. Come on, opponent drawing cards. So we got Charles. So Charles needs to go out probably with Pika and Hammerhead. And I've got the Flying Dutchman. My tactic with the Flying Dutchman here will be to try and use Hippocrates. So we're behind, and then we can come back again with that 140 in the bank and the extra from the Flying Dutchman. So 420, that's a great score. Really good score. Still quite close though. Some good cards there, Yeti and Unicorn. So here we go. So let's play Hippocrates. And let's see if we can be behind, because that's going to give us minus 80. So minus 13, that's good. We've got 108 in the lead. Let's see if this tactic works. Should do. What are you playing, Princess Kate? Oh, okay, that's not too bad. We're still behind. That was the main. Oh, are we? Oh no! Oh, we destroyed those cards. Oh dear. Okay, so my tactic there of being behind didn't quite work. Never mind. Okay, so Flying Dutchman, let's just hang you around. Okay, there's Longsword. Iron Maiden. No, Longsword, let's get our fella out. I'm calling number 2, and World Turtle 393. We should be able to win this. Oh, Eros as well. What an interesting deck. But 55 scored. That minus 100, unfortunately. So we are now 2-0 up. This is looking very good. Sorry, Princess Kate. This damage deck is doing a lot more damage than I anticipated, actually. And we're managing to get some good points on the board. So, have a look at that power of 0. Oh, opponent. It's going to hit. Oh, only 2 cards this time. Not too bad, but at least it hit some cards. There's Door to Hell back. So let's go 173. Let's put the gun in the middle. Oh, look at that. Hemidale, Test Judo formation. Wow. We're really doing well to keep her scores down. Gonna get double buffs here. Look at that. And 48 from Test Judo. Wow, those cards are super powerful now. Okay, we could be in trouble this time. We're only 100 in front. Let's see what damage we can do. Okay, so let's go for it, I'm reckoning. Sydney Opera, Yellow Jacket and Bobbit probably. 217, we've got 100, 317. How much damage can we do? That is the question. Oh, quite a lot. Oh no. 320. We're just going to lose. 220, 217. Oh, 3 behind. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we can play Flying Dutch. Great. Our first time we've actually been behind. And we're going to pair him up with Charles and Beaker, I think. Let's keep Ankylosaurus for the start of the round because he does that damage for the whole round. So this should be good. In fact, we can win the game here. We're lucky. Let's try. Charles, what's score? Here we go. No, let's go with Pika. 17446. Oh, sorry, Princess Kate. Think we might have enough to beat you here. You got... Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, that was close though. That was close. Well played. Okay, so it's now 2-1. I'm glad I kept that Ankylosaurus so we can get him out now at the start of this round. So the question is, when do we play Hippocrates? We've got 2 paleontology cards in our hand and the hammerhead. That's going to do some massive damage. I'm thinking we play those 3. Yeah, gonna hurt. Oh, oh, we've almost killed your cards down to 0. 50 points against 91. Not the most highest scoring game ever. Hoping to be a little bit further ahead. Oh, we've got 3 invisible cards. Oh, there we go. So we've got a long sword, and there is guy number 2. I always forget your name because it's so complicated. Viper. Let's hope Viper hits something. Could be minus 200 off your score. There's minus 100. Hit. Oh, hit Eros. That's not too bad. 38 points against 86. What a high scoring game. Okay, so can we get through this? I'm not sure we can. We'll go to the final round, you know. The world turtle beacon's not that high. Koala, let's do that. I don't know, try that 138. Looks okay to me. Going to gun against the space card. 138. We've got 89. We're going to take 100 off and... Oh, I think we've just about squeezed through. There we go. Well played damage and our Arthropleura damage deck. Okay, I quite enjoyed that. It's a good fun deck. I think it will have mixed results in the league, to be honest. But there you go. I've just proved that you can win with it. And if you get your cards in a good order and you get your points and you know which ones to win or which rounds to win, I think it will carry you a long way. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have fun putting together a damage deck. And in the meantime, enjoy the league. We will be back very shortly with some new videos. And take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye.